Coming up on the Final FronTia.
You're the reason LeGrand Dom quit drag.
I think I actually might be.
I'm not really like a talk shit behind your back kind of girl.
I love that.
I'm like a say to your face. One thing I would have never expected off Drag Race is how many people want to sleep with you.
Can't relate, but yeah. I was like, never once have I said that. Never once have I said that. This is the worst experience of my life.
Ooh, I've never told anyone this. This is going to be an exclusive.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the UK.
Thank you. Oh my God.
How has it been?
Jet lagged, fun, gorgeous.
I see that. I get it.
But beautiful. I love the UK. I feel like the transit system here, like I've only really been on a train since I've been here because I went to Manchester last night and I'm back.
Okay.
So it's like, I feel like the trains are so fab.
I love that you're saying that during a literal tube strike that we're having in the UK.
So I heard that.
Yeah.
And so I texted my friend in the UK and I was like, baby, I can take the tube right from the airport. That's so fab. He's like, we literally have a tube strike right now. It's like so bad.
And you still think it's...
I still think it was amazing.
Gag. I literally like text like earlier being like, I can't deal with this. Like I have to wait 14 minutes for this next tube. Like
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
cope.
I also was like just in Soho like 15 minutes ago. And I like got lunch in Soho, hopped on the tube, got here so fast, like so fab.
What is the transport system? Sorry, really interesting topic for us to start with.
Awful. Like in Toronto, it's awful. We only have like 2 subway lines basically, and they're building a new one like a little late in the game, and it's not gonna be ready for another like 6 years. And so now because they're building it, all these like major intersections are like closed.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to dig and make this new subway station, but it's like, yeah, we have a very badly mapped out train station.
Well, I guess actually it's probably this is hard hitting journalism. It's probably because we're such a tiny place, like the country.
Okay, yeah. But like London's huge.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's expanded over time. So we started like little and then got bigger.
I think it's fascinating how you had like such a good infrastructure from like the jump. Like you have like such a well interconnected like tube system.
Yeah, true. Wait until I start teaching you about the sewage system. We still have the Victorian sewage system, and it works.
And it works.
And it works.
Don't knock it.
Let's jump from the tube and talk about you. I want to know what you are a fan of before we get onto like all things Drag Race. What do you love on like TV? Or,
do you feel like sometimes, like especially like post your season of Drag Race, you like think about questions like that and you go, the only answer I have is Drag Race.
Were you a Drag Race fan before?
Yeah, I love watching like review shows of Drag Race. I love Drag Race. And then when I got on it, it's like, ooh, I fear I need to find like another interest.
No, stick with it. I still love it.
I still love Drag Race, but I need like, when people ask this question, I'm always like, ooh, I don't like watch anything else.
That's so funny.
But I think right now, okay, since we're in the UK, Jessie Ware's new album is so fab.
Yes.
I keep listening to Sana. It's so good.
She's nearly at #1, everyone. So if you haven't downloaded Jessie Ware's new album.
She's much bigger here than she is in Canada.
Oh, really?
But she's fab.
Can you make it happen? Can you bring Jessie Ware over to Canada?
We'll bring Jessie Ware. She was like performing in a bar in like New York the other week.
Really?
So she's like not as big in North America. She was just performing at like a gay bar in
I'm obsessed with her.
In New York.
She's incredible.
Yeah. I love her music. It's really fab.
Yeah.
So that's like current interest. And then, I'm watching, do you know what The Boys is?
Right. Don't tell me about the most recent episode because I've been waiting 2 days to watch it.
Okay. I watched it.
Okay.
Because I'm here.
Are you up to date? Like this is episode 5.
I didn't watch the one yesterday, yeah. But I watched the one before that.
So we're on the same page.
Oh, yeah. And they filmed The Boys in Toronto.
Do they actually?
Where I'm from, yeah.
Oh my God. I am obsessed with that show. It's literally my favorite series
I
ever.
love how it's like comedic, but also like political commentary.
Yeah.
And it's also still like superhero. So it has kind of everything I like in a thing. Like I'm like a huge like Marvel fan. I love like
me too
superhero movies. I think they're just like an easy watch.
Yeah, definitely.
People who don't like them, I'm like, so you don't like fun?
Yeah. Why do you hate yourself? Why do you not love this?
Fun stories that wrap up in 2 hours. Like
I feel like The Boys is quite hard though, because like I obviously the point is like they're all kind of anti-heroes, but like I struggle to like relate to some of the characters. Apart from Huey, like I'm so Huey coded as a person, just like gangly and awkward.
I can see the relation. I think I more relate to like living in that kind of society.
Yeah.
I think like, especially being in North America, I'm like, oh damn, like this kind of like, they do a really good job of like hitting on like strong political commentary.
How much does like US politics impact
so
Canada?
Much? Like
really?
Everything we do. I mean, like our countries are so close, and so most people who live in Canada live on the border. Basically, we all live in the South.
Right.
Most people. our population's all done there. So I think everything that kind of happens in the US impacts us a lot.
Okay.
Like obviously when like the tariffs happened, bad topic, but it like impacted our culture completely. And I think all of our elections also, like we just voted for a new prime minister a couple of years, I think last year. Because when I got out of Drag Race, I had to vote for a prime minister.
Oh my God.
And I remember asking them on set, I was like, what would you have done if there was an election like while we were filming?
They would have had to have let you go.
We would have all made you guys do advance voting.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, what happens? It's my legal right to go vote. Like, what if I'm filming a season of Drag Race? Like, what do I do?
Wait, do you think that's ever happened on like another season?
I would love to know. Anyone who's filmed Drag Race, like, sound off. Was there like a national election while you were like filming and you had to like
gag, like postal ballots probably?
Yeah, you might have to do like an advanced ballot or something. Yeah. But I'm like, that'd be so interesting because like legally you all have to make us like allow us to vote.
That's crazy.
So like, that must be like a headache for production if that ever happens.
I have never thought about that in my life.
So I thought about it because last year we had an election. Justin Trudeau now dating Katy Perry, our old prime minister. Did you see the picture of them at Coachella?
No.
There's like a picture. I'll have to show you after. There's a picture of him like walking into like the artist section with Katy Perry at Coachella.
That's crazy.
Like, this man was my prime minister for like 10 years. Like, that's crazy.
I feel like he was always kind of like a bit too cool. So like, I feel like he's like finished being prime minister and he's like, now I can just live my life.
He's like clearly having a midlife crisis.
Truly.
Like, you have 3 kids. You're the prime minister. You're now dating Katy Perry.
That's why.
Who's also having a midlife crisis.
Truly. Truly. Justin Trudeau was hot though. I feel like he's like the one like of all like political leaders.
I also think it didn't like age him. Like I feel like when I saw Obama like before and after, I'm like, damn.
The hair goes grey.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, that job must be hard. That's crazy.
Literally me after filming a second season of Drag Race, I was like, oh, I'm getting grey hairs.
Did you find Drag Race stressful?
Which time?
I was gonna say, what's it like to go back? Because I think I was in an environment recently where they like someone said hard ice. And in my head I went, I don't think I could ever go back and do that again. I was like, I don't think I could ever like listen to someone like that and like let them tell me to shut up. Like I would not like it.
I can't imagine you doing that the first time.
I wasn't very good at it.
No, not at all. In case people don't know, they say ice or hard ice to us to like keep us absolutely silent off camera. Which is a crazy experience. Like you literally can't talk to each other. It's not a bad thing. Like I get why they're doing it. It's so that they capture all of the reality. I think most
people understand that where we are, and they understand that like the conversation we could be having off camera. Like if there's interesting bits of it, we could rehash that on camera. But I do think, I understand the point. It's just like
they want it to be real because it's reality.
Reality.
I've got so many thoughts and feelings about this.
I think Drag Race is. I don't think Drag Race is fake. I think it's very guided.
Is that how? Because
I felt it was very guided meditation almost.
A guided meditation. I feel like ours is different because it's on the BBC and there are like certain laws and stuff. Because the BBC
You're on
is
a public channel,
yeah, it's like totally funded by the taxpayer. So when it comes to like, especially now we have prize money, there are like rules. Like from when I did it the first time to when I went back with prize money. I was like, anytime I was in the top 2, I could not talk to the other person. Like we had to get changed in silence for the lip sync because they didn't want us to go, who are you going to pick? Like all of that. There were rules and stuff. Like I wasn't even allowed to like go and piss because Marina was pissing one time. They were like, you're going to
so it's really strict. I feel like Canada also has very strict competition laws.
Yeah.
You know people say like Drag Race is rigged or stuff like that?
Yeah.
I'm like in Canada, like I think legally it can't be.
No, they can't.
Like they would get in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Maybe in America, I don't know. I've never been, but like
guiding the storylines, I think is different.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. Like guiding the story, like guiding the conversation. Like, but no, everything in the competition felt extremely fair. And what you're saying too, when we changed, we couldn't talk. We couldn't like get ready together. We were always like being watched. Even like on the odd chance we were able to talk about like we could ask like technical questions. Like if we're doing a sewing challenge, we could ask each other like, hey, like, how do I do this? Even if we're on ice, we could still be like, you can ask a question related to the challenge, but you had to ask someone on production the question first.
Okay, that's interesting.
So I have to be like, this is the question I want to ask. They're like, okay, yeah, you can ask it. You can go ask her. But it'd be like, we're standing like this, and I'm asking the production person, and you can like fully hear everything I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's wild. Well, I remember every night we would start to ask each other things that we knew we actually couldn't ask each other, but we'd be like this close. So if I said it to them, I'd be like, can I ask Ebony if this is whatever? They're like, no, but she already just heard me. So I'm like, I bet she just did.
The rules about design challenges, right? I've got like such a like chip on my shoulder about design challenges because every single time I've done a design challenge on season 2 and Versus the World season 2, girl, the people in the top have cheated. Like, it pisses me off so much because I can't sew.
Okay, yeah, I'm so... When I'm watching the last UK vs. World season, Mariah wore that catsuit, this like blinged out catsuit she brought from home under her outfit.
Because it's an undergarment.
No, we cannot do that in Canada.
Exactly.
Undergarments are strictly your corset, your bra, and your panty.
But if you don't check and then you walk out, who's telling you to go back and change? And that happened so many times.
I guess maybe. I feel like that could never fly on Canada.
No.
I feel like I've never seen that happen on Canada. Because I was accused of the same thing on my first design challenge. People accused me of bringing the catsuit I had under it from home. And I was like, no, I'm just really good at sewing. I sewed it so fast.
You were actually incredible at that. Yeah. Like, that was...
I know, you're like, you have
crazy.
You have a chip on your shoulder? I'm like, I don't. I'm like, I love them.
Didn't you win every design challenge?
Yeah, I won 3.
And you have the most wins of any Canadian contestant ever.
Checkers, yeah.
That's so gaggy. Because I know...
You had 4 wins on UK vs. World too, right?
I did. Yeah.
Now they make all these... I love it. They make these like little like 4 wins club.
Yeah.
And I'm the only person listening to Canada. It's so fierce.
That is really fierce. And also the fact that like, obviously I had to do 2 seasons, but I did not win a single thing on my first season. So it's like, at least I got 4 wins in one season. So I'll take it. But also we had 2 winners every episode. So like, did I really have 4?
Yeah, that's so interesting. Do you think being in the top 2 counts as a win on a season design like that?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. For the badge is for winning the lip sync. There are 2 people who win the challenge. That's my opinion.
I would agree. I think, because I also think that no challenge win should be decided by a lip sync. If the challenge is comedy or design, who cares about a lip sync?
Oh my God. And I'm like, maybe the worst lip sync of all time. So like, that would be so unfair.
It's okay. I didn't win a lip sync until the final lip sync for the crown on my season. So
Same.
So there.
Oh, no,
you won 2.
I won 1.
Oh, and then you also...
Out of the 4 wins, I won 1.
And then you did in your finale, you won a lip sync against Marina to get to Hannah, and then you beat Hannah too.
This is right. The fans have gaslit everyone. I never lip synced against Marina in the final. That was Hannah. But I get all the Marina was robbed.
And I gaslit too? Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy how that narrative started.
Dom.
Yeah. I lost the lip syncs that I did against Marina.
You're right. We're gaslighting the wrong person. You're the reason LeGrand Dom quit drag.
I think I actually might be. I will tell you secret tea because I feel really comfortable about this and I realize we're doing a podcast and I probably shouldn't talk about it.
I know, I feel like I don't see the camera there, which is dangerous.
Not at all. But the real reason why Marina went for Hannah is because I don't think I've even told Hannah this. Oh God. So me and Marina had a secret pact to make it to the top 2 because every winner in the UK franchise had been white the whole time. So we were like, it has to be us. And to this day, I'm like 130% sure Marina chose Hannah because Hannah was harder to beat and I'd lost against Hannah, but Marina had already beaten her. So she gave me the easier lip sync so that we'd be the top 2. And then we'd be guaranteed like brown winner.
To be fair, I think it would have made sense for the 2 of you to be the top 2 this season, but I also think Hannah won that lip sync.
Yeah.
So it's like, 2 things can be true at the same time.
2 things can be true at the same time.
I also, oh my God, I'm sure you are so over it. I hate the robbed discourse.
Me too.
Baby, robbed implies you had it first. If you did not own the crown, I did not rob you of it.
No.
That's my crown, baby.
It is.
I own it.
Fierce drag jewels.
So if you stole it from me, then I am robbed. But I'm like, you didn't own it.
I think like you getting anyone saying,
oh, I get it all the time.
Your season was amazing. Like your finalists were amazing, but you absolutely won that season.
Thank you.
But
I think the same thing. It's also the other part is like everyone's gonna be just fine. Everyone's gonna be just fine. Marina's a bona fide superstar.
Absolutely,
she's gonna be just fine, babe.
Yeah, she's coping. She was in the Vegas show.
Don't worry,
she's living
gonna
her life.
Be just fine, baby.
Yeah,
she toured Canada too. She's gonna be just fine.
she's probably bought several houses. Like yeah, exactly.
She's totally fine, babe. Don't worry.
She's good.
Don't worry.
She's fine.
Everyone's fine.
I love it. I don't know if you get this as well, but like after winning, people seem to like judge your worth as a winner based on like very Drag Race specific things.
I do think there is like a trend now on Drag Race where they're just not happy with anyone who wins.
No.
It like doesn't matter who you are. If you win the show, you're awful. You suck.
They're so mad. Anya went back. Looked amazing. She's had a really good year. She's worked really hard. And they were like, flop winner.
Even if she hasn't, good for her.
Yeah.
If the girl wanted to disappear, I don't blame her. I don't blame her if every time she goes online, you all like chew her out.
Yeah.
I recently just deleted Twitter and Reddit from my phone.
Okay.
And I'm so much happier because of it.
For sure.
Because it's like, I would definitely look up myself throughout the season, but then I stopped doing that after I won.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, you still get bombarded with it.
Yeah.
Like, you're just scrolling on Twitter one day and you just see some random tweet about you. And then you like see all the things and you're like, oh, damn, okay, fab. Randomly one day, I went on Twitter and I had no idea Brooklyn had done this interview saying that like Isis Couture was the best winner of Canada's Drag Race.
Ooh.
Great. Good for her. Isis is an incredible drag queen.
Yeah.
I was not mentioned in the conversation at all. Then a bunch of Twitter discourse of like, oh, I know Van's pissed. I know this. I know that. Baby, I'm good.
You're just making stuff up about people.
I won 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Isis won 4 years ago.
Yeah. Let it cook. Like give yourself some time.
Like, give me a minute. Like,
yeah.
But it's like, I'm not even in the conversation, but you bring me up in a way. And now all of a sudden I'm online and I'm like, I don't care.
No.
So I'm like, I have to delete this. Like, I can't care.
It is really hard, especially like, I think there are certain things like, I won't speak for you, but like for me, I'm like, I've achieved like a lot of things that I'm really proud of that like, I don't think a lot of other, at least UK queens have actually like done or achieved. And I'm super proud of that. But then you're all mad because I'm not lip syncing in the Las Vegas show and telling me I'm a flop. I don't want to lip sync in the Las Vegas show. That at what point watching season 2 or Versus the World did you think I'm going to be giving Baby I Made It? Never once did I give you that impression.
Like a little bit of like the drag race-ification that has so many. That sounded weird. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, like they all think like we all want to be like performance artists or like whatever. Because people say that about me too. Of like, oh well, Ebony was the better performer. Okay, good for her. Good for her. Good for her. And she won that challenge and good for her.
She did, yeah.
But the show is not all about lip syncing. The show's not all about performing. There's like other layers to it. There's comedy, there's design, so it's like other winners should have different kinds of things that make them better at stuff like others. Like people say like I shouldn't have won because everything I was good at was design and fashion. Okay, but isn't that great? Like isn't that fab that I have like a thing that I'm really good at? Like
yeah.
You could say the same thing about Ebony. Like wasn't she good at performances? So it's like, who cares?
That has more weight because I find it really interesting. Like a lot of the people that people like in this current era of Drag Race,
they like love.
Yeah, they love like pirouette, death drop, jump split, kind of like teeny tiny divas. And I'm like, what happened to like let's imagine the Bianca Del Rios of this world are on season 18.
Oh my God, Bianca would get torn apart.
Yeah, which is crazy because she's like legendary, iconic, one of the best winners ever.
They would literally be like, her runways suck, get rid of her.
Yeah.
But
that's so wild.
It's crazy.
You were good. You were great. Your whole season, actually, I'm like really thinking about it and I was like, it was a really satisfying season to watch.
I agree. I think everyone was super talented.
Yeah.
And that's fun to watch. And it's like, everyone was great, but objectively, I was the main character of the whole thing. So it's like, if I didn't win, that's crazy. Like everything centered around me.
Yeah.
All the drama had to do with me. Everyone was talking about me every episode of the season. I had storyline every episode. It's like, that doesn't normally happen on a show like that. It actually is hard to stay in like the narrative the whole time you're there.
Was that strategic?
No, I'm just a little bit of a... I think my strategy going into the show was I'm not a producer. I'm not an editor. And the best thing I can do as a contestant is be helpful to those people who have that job on the set. And so the more material I give them, the higher odds I'll be in the show in the end.
Yeah.
So I think my odd was just like, let me just speak my mind.
That's a really good way of looking at it.
And I think a lot of times too, people think like, oh, I'm going to hold my opinion. And when I get to confessionals, I'm going to like air it all out. But the problem is you might have aired it out in confessionals, but if there's actually no other footage of you saying stuff like that, like it doesn't really make sense to the story. So when I was talking confessionals, I would be like, oh, I don't like Saltina. And then I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to go wake it up with Saltina. And I'm going to go tell her in the room because now I'm creating a story.
Yeah.
And that wasn't necessarily intentional of like, oh, that's a strategy. That's just how I am.
Okay.
I'm not really like a talk shit behind your back kind of girl.
I love that.
I'm like a say to your face.
I respect that.
So that's how I was on the show. If I felt the way in confessionals that I like discovered there, because you know, like they prompt you and ask questions. And if I'm like, you know what, you're right. Like she's getting on my nerves. I'm going to go tell her that. Like I'm going to go wake it up.
You were, you literally were the main character the whole time.
I think I'm just a outspoken, blunt kind of person. And that's why it kind of felt that way. Like, but then also I think a lot of the girls started talking about what they thought about me or what I was doing. And then that's when I knew I was like, oh, baby, it's mine. Like,
wow.
I've never told anyone this. This is going to be an exclusive.
I love.
You know how like the confessional booths are like soundproof?
Yeah.
They're not really soundproof. They're not like super soundproof. was in like a corner of like a storage area behind set one day, like unpacking my stuff, like organizing my runways. And I could hear PM's confessionals. And PM just spent the whole, like, I think like 20 minutes I was standing there talking about me.
Wow.
And I walked away. But in my head, because I'm delusional, I walked away being like, baby, I'm so fierce. They just spent 20 minutes of their 2-hour time talking about me. Like, that's so fab. Like,
I need more of that energy in my life. Like, I've only just learned to be like, if people are that obsessed with you, to be like talking shit about you, then
think
like,
about
that's fierce.
The same way for you. It's like people keep talking about you. That's so fab. Maybe never be forgotten.
I actually love that.
In the world of like
why am I
how many
cry?
seasons, like what? We're about to have the 8th season of UK Drag Race. Maybe people still talk about you.
That is wild.
That's so fab.
Do you ever wait? How old are you?
28.
A baby.
How old are you?
35 on Wikipedia. So like, is it weird to you that like you have previously watched Drag Race and been like inspired by and taken things, but that's like us now. Like we are people who people watch and go like, oh wow. Dawn was saying that she saw Crystal Method on Drag Race and that's what inspired her to start drag.
I know. Hearing that was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I guess that does make sense.
Yeah.
Like I guess she was on Drag Race like 5 years before you were.
Literally, isn't that crazy?
I feel like it's very humbling. Like it's I feel a lot of gratitude like after the show. Regardless of like, I guess the uncomfortability sometimes of like in taking people's opinions of you and some negative stuff that you're like, it's just hard for any human to do that. But I feel so much gratitude towards the show and what I was given. Like it was such a gift. And I feel like all that kind of stuff, like people coming up to me. Last night in Manchester, I'm like in Manchester.
Yeah.
Fab. Baby, famous. Like pictures with everyone. Couldn't even get to the bar to get a drink. I was like, I had to like ask someone to get a drink for me. And I'm not that kind of girl. I'm like, I can do it myself.
Yeah.
But I was like, I literally can't leave the dressing room. Like I will be bombarded.
That's crazy.
But like, that's so cool. Like, and so I feel so humbled and like, I'm trying my best to like get a picture with everyone I can because I'm like, I was just a girl who performed in a club in Toronto for $100. And like, I wanted to be on Drag Race so badly. And I love Drag Race and I've loved so many queens on it. And now I get to be one of those people. Like, that's so, like, what a gift that is that I've been given.
And now you said you had that experience in Manchester. I did Calgary Stampede.
Yeah.
Which was wild. I thought
Crazy.
It was like, because they said it was like
it's
a
huge
drag
too.
brunch, but
Yeah.
it was not.
No,
brunch.
it's a full theater show.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But
Stadium
like,
tour.
Yeah.
Like,
but I was doing it with like all these people that I like loved and respected. And I was like, genuinely, that was a moment that I've like locked into my brain. That there was one point where I was sat with Raja and Latrice outside having a catch up. Like it was normal to them that I should be having a conversation with them.
Like,
I can process it. Like Raja was the one for me that I watched her. Can you believe the fashion icon Raja is what inspired me after my terrible runways? But like I watched
we're like
her.
Crystal Method and Dawn. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Raja. Oh, okay, yeah.
She was just sort of like vaguely ethnic and tall, and I was like, oh, I mean,
wasn't she like the first Southeast Asian person to win Drag Race? Also,
yeah,
for like a long time.
Yeah,
I think until Priyanka won Canada, she was like the.
I think are they still the only two?
I think so.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
especially in the UK.
Oh, I guess
we should have had that by now.
Is Thailand Southeast Asian?
I feel like Thailand is like East Asia.
I don't know what a map.
I'm like looking at Olivia, being like, Olivia, are you good at geography by any chance? Okay.
The heart of, honey, mainland. Yeah, so now there's 3, Godland.
Yeah, very
Put some respect on my girl's name.
Yeah, no, that is crazy. Like to reflect on all of that, like I find it just really overwhelming.
Yeah, I think like I think similar stories. Like I'm in Manchester, you were in Canada. It's like when you're away from where you normally are, because like not to be like bragging, but like I was a big name in Canadian drag before I got on the show. Like people knew who I was across the country. I'd performed across the country by myself. I'm sure similar to you, like you'd performed other places.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but when you get on, you go somewhere that like you've never been before. Or like I was in New York City and I was on the subway and someone was like, are you Van Goth? Can we get a picture? I was like, I'm in New York City. Like that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But just one person, so humbling. But, but still fab.
It's interesting that you say that as well, because actually, until I was on season 2 of Drag Race, I'd never performed in drag on my own. I was in a girl group of 3 people.
That's the only time you ever performed?
I only performed in the group of 3. So like after Drag Race, I would like shake before I had to go on stage.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was really wild.
Especially for like bag race, especially Drag Race back in the day. I feel like the influx of like followers and like attention you guys got must have been like so overwhelming.
It was quite. I mean, we had it all in lockdown. Like as you,
must have been even worse.
Yeah, you said you did like viewing parties.
Yeah,
on
I did a
season
viewing
2.
party for your season on Twitch, a weekly viewing party. It was so much fun. We used to have like hundreds and hundreds of viewers every week. It was crazy, and I would get a bottle of wine, a 2-liter bottle. And I would drink the whole thing by the end of the episode, and I would be buzzing. And when Ahura apologized to you for like being a bitch or whatever, I remember I started crying because I was so drunk. And I was like, I relate to Ahura because I'm kind of a bitch too.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
It was wild.
We all have big ideas for what we would like to achieve with our lives. Dreams we would like to turn into reality. Maybe it's writing a show, going on tour, or becoming a designer. Well, in 2026, we are turning our dreams into reality. And to launch big ideas, you need the perfect partner to help you do everything from building a website to designing a logo, a payment system, and a way to advertise to new customers. That's where Shopify comes in. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world. 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark, to brands just getting started, all use Shopify. If you need help designing a website, Shopify's got you from the get-go with beautiful, ready-to-go templates to match your vision. If you need a hand with everyday tasks like enhancing product images, writing descriptions, or generating discount codes, Shopify has the tools created for exactly this job. Shopify also helps you find new customers with easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. And if you get stuck, Shopify's always there with their award-winning 24/7 customer support. Turn those dreams into sales and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your £1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.co.uk. Go to shopify.co.uk. That's shopify.co.uk. I'm like one of those people who's like, because on the show I'm like, wah, 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 campy clown, or what the fuck ever. Like, I get really like resentful when people are like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with her because she's like small and skinny and can do a jump split. And I'm like, well, I hate her now.
Oh,
not talking about anyone.
I kind of feel the same.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm a very average-bodied person. Like I'm an average whatever. I'm not like a super skinny twink. I'm not a twink at all. I'm just like, I feel like I'm a normal person.
Okay.
I look like a normal person. I got called fat so many times on the show. I was like,
by who?
The fans.
Ew.
And I was like, I fear you guys have never seen a real person in your life.
No, that's crazy.
I fear you are, put down the Ozempic, please.
Yeah, we are sort of in that era.
Well, I picked up the Ozempic, so I guess maybe let me not speak too much. But now I have the money for it. But I've never had like any like feelings about my body in any way. But because I wasn't like super skinny, they thought I was like, they're like, oh, a big girl.
It's crazy.
I just saw another thing on my partner was telling me like on Reddit there was like a discourse about like me and Jane Don't being big girls. I was
That's
like,
crazy.
I fear we're just people.
Yeah, I think it is getting out of hand.
Also, what is this like weight category to be a big girl?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I've had like one comment. I've gained weight. It's fine. But like I got called, I posted something on like TikTok or something and someone went, Tia Kofi, more like full fat latte. And I'm like, guys, I'm not like, I have gained weight, but like, please, could we just leave
I feel
that
like
out
I'm
of it?
just like a normal person.
Yeah, this is just a normal
I think
human body.
saw Shea Coulee tweet like years ago saying that like a lot of Drag Race girls gain weight after the show because they finally have money to eat.
Oh my God.
She's like, we finally can afford like to go out for dinner and like enjoy it.
Oh my God.
I'm like kind of real.
Yeah.
Like kind of fiercely real.
And also delicious. Like live your life.
Yeah, fab.
Yeah.
I also, I find it, I'm like not affected by any of that kind of stuff, but like I gained 30 pounds after I came out on the show like my HIV status and I gained 30 pounds because of the meds I was on.
Right.
So like when I was on the show, I was at the biggest I'd ever been in my life because I was on meds to like solve another problem.
Yeah.
And so when people say that about me, I'm like very secure in myself and I'm in therapy, but I was watching it going, if it was like anyone else, like you have no idea like what you're saying to them.
No.
I was the biggest I'd ever been for like a whole other issue.
Yeah.
But like you don't know that, but you're like commenting on my body all the time. It's like so weird.
And like people aren't thinking like how for like different reasons, like especially like what you just explained, like that can be like re-traumatizing to someone.
Yeah, of course.
To be
but it's like
reminded.
for me, it's like I already worked through all like the feelings I had before I went on the show, and I knew what the show was. And similar to what you're saying before about the people only care about the lip syncing, right? It's like, I think also like there have been comments in the past on the show about like bodies.
Yeah.
I feel like the fans now feel like it's like an important thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a difference between like talking about someone's proportions in drag, which can be a valid critique, and a difference between talking about their body.
Yeah.
Like, and proportions can be a lot of things. You don't need to pad, you don't need to this. Proportion is just proportion.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's all the different shapes and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, as a fashion person, it's like, I can understand like the proportion conversation, but I also think that all you people having that conversation are not qualified to have it.
No, I get.
Don't.
I think it's also a thing about like makeup as well that always gets to me because like, is this a controversial yet brave thing to say? It is a controversial yet brave thing to say. Like, the face that I have is the face that I have.
Yeah.
And that is exclusively because I'm scared of needles. Because after season 2, if I weren't scared of needles, I would have gone back with like a full all-stars face. Guaranteed.
Come with the Ahura Sister special.
1,000%. But I just, like, it took me 2.5 hours to get my first COVID vaccine.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm so, like...
Rough.
I ran out of the building.
You're like, and I had to do it. Like, please.
Yeah, I nearly hit a nurse. Like, just, like, reacted. Like, I'm horrific with needles.
And filler in the face sucks. Like, it's awful.
Apparently, like, painful, like, all of that. So I'm just not doing it. And, like, my makeup is fine. Like, I've worked really hard.
You looked fab last night at the premiere.
Thank you. But, like, the face that I've got is the face that I've got. Had I been able to have the bits that I would like to have been able to do to, like, enhance that, I feel like people would be like, wow, what an incredible glow up from season 2 to now. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
But I still get critiqued. Like, I can't do makeup. And
because
like,
you couldn't change, like, you didn't change your face.
Yeah. I can't get, like, I would love to get Botox to, like, freeze my forehead and, like, all of
They're
that.
also thinking about Drag Race, so like, you are always going to be sometimes, like, locked into, like, what happened there. Yeah. Like, I saw, I think it was, like, a month ago. There's times where I struggle with, like, the winning discourse and, like, the you didn't deserve it stuff. Because it's like, I didn't, like, beg them to win. Like, they chose me. And I can't change that.
Yeah.
And I don't regret it, and I'm not going to give it up, and I'm grateful. But it's like, you guys act like it's like I could just like relinquish it.
Yeah.
Or like I beg them for it. But so sometimes it gets to me a little bit. But then I see things like, I saw someone tweeted at Brooklyn, like, you made an awful choice in that lip sync with Evie Oddly for the crown. Maybe that was like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and Brooklyn commented literally saying the same thing, being like, oh, excuse me for wanting to dance to try to win the crown. Like, shut up. And I'm watching, I'm like, damn, like, some people just always be watching Drag Race for the first time and will see something for the first time and think that that's like what reality is.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys just can't just like watch a show and like not do anything about it. Like, you can't like not go to Twitter with your opinion on something. It's like, who cares? Like, so I feel like in that sense, because like obviously makeup was like a thing that you were improving on your first season. So I feel like people always think that about you just because it exists.
Yeah, and my second season to be fair as well. Right. But like, no, don't. You do really get locked into things, and like going back again, the stuff that I was nervous about was all the stuff that I've been like told over and over again. So in that final lip sync, I know my eyebrows are here for no reason. I know they are like on my forehead, but it's because I was so nervous. And like Hannah, literally while we were getting ready, was like, do you want to redo your brows? They're not great. And I was like, I'm literally physically shaking because I'm so scared about this. I can't. I just have to accept that I've got bad eyebrows.
That too also, it's like, you only have so much time.
Yeah.
After my final lip sync, I think they gave us like, once it was over, when we were about to film the crownings, they brought out little handheld mirrors and a bottle of water, and we had maybe 2 seconds to fix our appearance before we got crowned. And it's like
crazy.
And so then people go online and be like, your hair looked ugly. Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, we didn't even get a chance to like redo that. Me and Hannah just like hugged and then like stepped to the side.
And then they do it all over again. Like, you don't get to look in the mirror, you don't get to do anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, it's a TV show, y'all. Like, they gotta go.
Did you know that you'd won? Like, in your heart, were you like, I've won?
I didn't care.
Really?
I think for me, I never went into the show being like, I want to win.
Yeah.
I wanted to go in and I wanted to come out saying that I'm one of the best to ever do it. And I wanted to be like, I just want to make my mark here. And I want people to remember me.
Wow.
So how can I do that? And I think like, I just started playing the game. And then as we kind of advanced, I never thought about the end. I was just thinking, okay, like what's next? And then when towards the end point, actually, the end of my season was the hardest for me.
Because you're exhausted.
I was so tired.
Yeah.
I like wanted to go home so bad.
Yeah.
I remember like one day I was like crying during like getting mic'd, and I was like, I can't be here anymore. Like I need to go home.
Wow.
And they had to like pull me aside and be like, you're good. Okay, breathe. And I was like, no, I need to go home. Mind you, at this point I have 3 challenge wins.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there 3 challenge wins. I need to go home. Nope, I need to go home. It's the episode before the finale. I'm like, I need to go.
It's so tiring though. People don't know that.
Exhausted. And it's like, I just miss my family so much. I miss my friends and my partner. And it's like, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
But so then once we ended the season, I got home and I said, you know what? I don't care if I win or lose because that is not up to me anymore.
Yeah.
I did everything I can do. It's their decision who they want to crown. But what they can never take away from me is that I won 4 challenges, that I proved myself as an amazing designer, an amazing queen. Brooklyn told me I had the best package of all time on the runway. So like those kind of things, they can't take away from me. And I'm going to hold those close to me instead of like the crown.
You should.
Because you know this, like in the time frame between you filming your crowning and it coming out, I think like it's really hard for the people on the top because you don't have a clear ending.
It's the worst thing in the world. I can confirm to you specifically as someone who was eliminated 7th and then had to wait to find out. You'd rather go home. Like, it is so much less painful because all you've got to do, you can be excited for every episode and then your elimination episode, you're like, oh, I hope people aren't mad that I flopped. Waiting to see if it's excruciating.
You also get to process it in the privacy of not being on Drag Race.
Yeah.
I think like when you are a runner-up or you're in that top 2 position, you have to then process losing the show in front of everyone.
In real time.
It's
in real time.
Crazy.
Did you see it beforehand or was it like as it same?
I saw it live when it aired.
Awful.
Yeah.
Can we shout out to Drag Race producers? Can you like start like showing us before it happens?
I think so too.
Because it's kind of like mentally quite difficult to be watching it in front of a crowd of people.
Oh yeah. Insane. Actually, the day of the finale, I was convinced I was gonna lose.
Really?
Convinced. I was like,
same.
And then I just said, whatever. The semi-final episode had aired, episode 8, and I was like, it's over. Because then they posted like those #team whatever, which also, I hate those.
Me too, because
they don't do anything. You can like who you want to like. Baby, the episode already been done.
Yeah.
They already picked who won.
I think sometimes they re-edit.
Do you think that would change the ending?
No. I think the ending of UK versus the World was changed though, and I don't know why.
Of yours?
Yeah, the subtitles did not match the result.
Oh. But you think it's like because of like those team posters or something else that happened?
Definitely not, because no fucker wanted me to win. So like,
I feel like
not.
Those team posts are all just for like engagement farming.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like they're not going to do anything. Like you can like who you want to like. They're not going to change the ending. I had I was like second last, I guess.
Yeah.
The only person I had more likes than was PM.
That's quite funny.
And honestly,
sorry, PM.
Also, we weren't that far off, like in likes. And Ebony and Sammy had like soared above me.
Yeah.
And so in my head, I was like, oh, okay, like that's a little disheartening.
I think it's just become trendy to like support the people who probably aren't gonna get it. Because it feels like that happens all the time. Like I think me and Hannah had like the lowest likes, probably because like the top 2 always gets leaked or whatever. So like
I hate that too.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Because then people always decide who they want to win before they even see it.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember people like before my season on Reddit being like, how on earth could Van Goth win 4 challenges? Like, well, you've never seen it.
No.
You have no idea.
You don't know what the challenges are.
You literally don't even know.
Yeah.
It's like, stop forming an opinion. Just watch the show. Who cares?
It absolutely makes sense that you won those challenges specifically. I do. There are some like, I think your top 4 was like interesting because there was like a quirkiness to like some of the people who were like in there. And I quite liked that. Like having people like Sammy there. I was like, oh, refreshing. This is a little crunchy, but in an interesting way.
Yeah.
Or like PM sort of being there, being like, I understand Brooklyn would probably love someone who's trained in the same way that she is and performs not dissimilarly to how she does. So like all 4 of you made sense.
I thought there was like a theme of my season of like, just like originality, like just like doing your own thing and not being afraid to like do that. I feel like the girls who were like maybe more cookie cutter were all the ones who went out like early. And then everyone who was like stayed in the competition were like people who just were uniquely them. And like our top 4, I feel like represents that so much. We were all so different. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
Before we move on to our end of show game, I'm asking for a friend who I won't name who texts me to ask very specifically if you will be tweeting any more images of you from your rugby era.
Oh,
because I feel like those went down quite well with people.
One thing I would have never expected off Drag Race is how many people want to sleep with you.
Can't relate, but yeah. Nope.
I fear I just didn't think that for me. I had no eyebrows on the show. I looked like a mole rat. Like I fear
me right now.
I fear I just didn't think that up. I grew them back now, thank God. I was like I can spend 10 minutes gluing them down every day. I'm good. Sometimes I get messages from people. I'm like, oh my God, wow. I've been in a relationship for like 6 years.
Yeah.
But I don't talk about it a lot because I think like especially being on Drag Race, it's just some things you want to keep for
Absolutely.
yourself.
Yeah.
And my partner doesn't like want to be in the spotlight or want to care for any of that kind of stuff. But I was at Roscoe's for the finale and I talked to my partner, and then he just sent me the thing on Reddit because he died. I said a story about him, and my boyfriend, whatever, and someone commented saying, Van Gogh has a boyfriend, we lost. And I was my partner said to me, it was dying. He's like, that's
nice,
so funny. I will not be tweeting more rugby pictures, but because I deleted Twitter. But if you want to see them, I'll send them to you, whoever this person is.
Okay, I'll
DM me.
Yeah. Okay.
My partner and I are open, so there's still hope. There's still hope.
That's so weird. I love. Sorry, one more thing. This is a really bad thing because obviously, like, people should not be like leaking other people's nudes and all of that kind of thing. That is bad.
Oh my God, that Reddit.
That is illegal. But I am still to this day furious that no one deems me worthy or attractive enough to share the nudes that I've sent them. I've at worst had like a cute little like
cheeky selfie.
Yeah, like an ass like in a thong sort of. Please God, I hope like my sister, my dad, and my nephew are like listening to
I'm so happy no one leaked my nudes. Oh my God. Actually, going on Drag Race, I was like, maybe I'm like, there's like a real test of like the people that I've sent nudes to.
Yeah.
Because now I love that Grindr has like you can't like screenshot albums.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So fab. Thank you.
That is good.
Like, thank you, Grindr. Actually, Grindr gave me like a year free.
What?
After I won.
That's the real prize.
No. So fab. Like, so fab. Yeah, I think there's only a picture of like my ass on the Reddit thing because I tweeted it myself. So.
Oh, okay. That's so valid.
Most of the time, I think they're not even leaks. I think they're just like from the girls' socials or OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
I think that got a lot of backlash. Yeah. It's like, that is weird.
I mean, the laws have changed, so you can't actually, like, it is illegal to do that.
Really strange.
It's
to
so
be like
strange.
posting people's like unconsensual nudes.
There was a small part of me that was like, am I not sexy
am I not hot enough?
Like, please.
Maybe they should respect your boundaries. It was kind of fab.
Well, whoever leaked the pictures of me from my I don't have Grindr anymore, but my Grindr profile, I was like, you are not respecting my boundaries. Also, I knew that it was someone who lived in Bristol. Like, very specifically, it was
no idea what that is.
It is in the Southwest, but it was very specifically after Bristol Pride. And like,
you could tell.
Yeah. Where it was.
The people who message you on Grindr are like, I'm such a big fan. I'm like, baby, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. But like, I fear I'm not answering. Like, I fear, unless you're hot, then maybe.
Oh, that sort of does. Oh,
but then now I feel weird because like, how do I transition the conversation? Like, I just go, oh, thank you. Like, you're cute. And then if they don't like.
And then say show hole. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing from here? Because then they continue being like, what's Brooklyn really like? Oh my God, actually. Okay, I slept with someone recently and I kind of knew he was a fan.
Okay.
Because he opened his Instagram to follow me and his explore page was all Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah.
Maybe super respectful. But after we were done, we were walking out. He's like, so what's Brooklyn like? I was like, oh. But I told him because it was pretty fierce. I was like, you get a little treat for like for that. That was fab.
We are going to play the game. I've had 2 very specific incidents that have like honestly unnerved me many, many years ago, like after season 2. I took a gentleman home with me after like being out at Heaven. And we like introduced ourselves. Like I was like, oh, I'm Lawrence. That's my real name. Like, and we were like chatting and stuff. Never ever mentioned Drag Race. Never brought it up. He like asked me what I did. And I was like, oh, I'm a performer. I was like vague about it.
Yeah.
And we had...
Maybe I've had this exact conversation before. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like trying to like skirt the issue because you're like, okay, maybe you don't know. While... Richard, you might have to bleep this. While this person, they, in a breathy voice, went, Tia. And I was like, never once have I said that. Never once have I said that. This is the worst experience of my life. I, of course, finished. But, like, it was an awful
I really
experience.
read social clues. If I introduce myself as Blake, I don't want to talk about drag. Because there are situations where I'll say, hi, I'm Van. Like, out of drag. Because I know what it's going to give. So, like, let's give that. But if I'm saying my name's Blake, baby, do not ask me about Drag Race, please.
That is, like, actually horrific. Oh, my God.
Crazy. I've never had that. That's crazy. At least this guy waited till after we were done. He came, I came, we're all happy.
Not
and then we were leaving. And I was like, okay, fab.
That is crazy. I'm going to pause there and say thank you so much for joining me. But before you go, we have got a little game to play. Miss Olivia, over to you.
I love the game.
Hello. So today's game is Van Gogh's Dark Mastermind.
Okay, so in the UK, we've got this like quiz show called Mastermind, which is a quiz show. And because I'm called Tia, we have a quiz on the podcast called Tia Mind.
Okay.
And then
So a show I don't know and a pun I did not get. Okay, got it.
No, I also did not understand the first bit.
In my head though, I was like, also last night at the club, 2 people were talking in an accent, like in a loud space.
Yeah.
I'm like, baby, I just go, and I just keep like, of course.
Yeah.
They're like asking me like crazy stuff. Like, I'm like, yeah.
I agree.
Fab.
Wait, what was the first thing you said? Van Gogh?
Van Gogh's dark mastermind.
Dark.
Like
Dark.
goth.
Yes.
Okay.
I got it.
What do we have to
Here we
do?
are. So you've got 6 questions.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you 4 possible answers. And then you're going to tell me
Oh my God.
the right answer.
Shaka Khan.
Are we playing as a team?
Yeah, play as a team.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Fab.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Question 1. Which gemstone is often associated with protection and dark energy in Gothic aesthetics? A.
I'm not going to be outed for not knowing any of the answers.
A. Obsidian. B. Ruby. C. Emerald. D. Topaz.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's obsidian.
I only know about obsidian is that they used to use it to like carve knives
Oh, interesting.
in like the olden ages.
I remember, I have had.
You don't think it's
conversation-
ruby?
No,
It's definitely not topaz or emerald.
because it's about like absorbing like dark energy, and I've literally.
But don't you think that Gothic people always have like a pop of red?
Yeah, but I feel like rubies for rings, not for like.
Okay, I'm down for
Crystals.
obsidian. Let's do that.
I feel like it.
Final
it-
answer, obsidian.
Correct.
Oh!
Thank you, Lorene, for that.
But I also, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But I also got the ruby thing with the like red.
You know what I mean?
blood.
I feel like sometimes they always have like
I
a
don't
little
know.
like amulet.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes it's purple. I feel like
I was
purple's
thinking
like
that too.
Yeah.
And then when you didn't say what would a purple stone be like?
Amethyst.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
When you didn't say that, I was like, I don't know.
Number 2. The novel Frankenstein was first published in which year? 1798, 1818, 1845, 1897.
Okay.
I think it was one of the 18s.
Yeah. Can you repeat all the numbers you just said, please?
1798,
Okay.
1818, 1845, 1897.
I think it was 1845.
So I think I'm going with your theory, but also I'm trying to play psychology on this. There are 3 18s
So you think?
and there's 2 90s. So like I would say Olivia writing the question would have been like, okay, I'll do 100 years before and then 2 in the middle. So I think it's 1890 something, whatever that one was.
1818.
No, 1890. What did you say?
The last one?
Yeah, I think so.
What's the
Well,
last?
that feels too
1897.
late. Wait, no, that feels too late.
I think it's 1845.
Okay, let's go 1845.
1818.
It's 1890.
1818.
1818.
2 18s. We should go
I was
18.
thinking between 1818 to 1845, but I thought it was written in the 40s.
T, you dived, so I don't think that I'm not that intelligent.
Okay,
I think the
I was playing
1890
too
whatever
hard.
was way too late.
Too late, yeah.
Because I mean, there's been so many versions of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that would have been.
But
like,
1818 felt so early. To be fair,
Yeah.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, do they even have like pen and paper in 1818?
like
Yeah.
quill and ink.
They do.
It's kind of fab.
I don't have a
When was Shakespeare alive?
15 something.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's like way back.
Wow. History's crazy.
Okay, moving on. Which actor played the ultimate goth anti-hero in Edward Scissorhands?
Oh, that
Johnny
Depp. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even need to give you
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
bad.
Well done.
Hot.
Okay,
Johnny Depp's so hot.
you've got 2
Two.
out of 3.
Okay.
But, so great.
Number
Yeah,
4.
good.
Yeah, it's very good. Number 4. Which designer has become known with high fashion gothic style? A. Donatella Versace. C. Karl Lagerfeld. C. Vivienne Westwood. Or D. Alexander McQueen.
I think it's Alexander McQueen.
Me too.
Correct.
This leather jacket's Alexander McQueen.
Is it?
Yeah, I bought it after I won.
Oh, she said prize money. That's
It was
good.
only like a couple $1,000.
Did you get taxed on your prize money?
No.
I got taxed on
But you won pounds. You won 50,000 pounds, right?
Yeah, but we shouldn't be taxed on prize money. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
I'm still trying to debate
Yeah.
it with
But you,
my accountant.
50,000 pounds would have been exactly like basically what I won.
Oh,
100,000
really?
Canadian dollars is like 50,000
Yeah,
pounds.
it is.
Our dollar is crazy.
and in the US, I get 200,000, but they do pay
No,
tax
but
on
they
it.
tax like crazy
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
wild.
Number 5. Again, I don't think I need to give you multiple choice here.
Okay, fab.
Okay.
Love
Which fictional family embodies gothic camp elegance?
that. Adam's family.
Adam's what? Yeah.
That's correct.
Morticia is like mine forever.
Mm.
When people
Really?
tell me I look like Morticia, I'm like,
That's really good.
Final question.
Oh,
You're doing
drama.
4 out of 5. Very good. The term gothic originally referred to what? A type of fashion. B, a medieval architectural style.
It's architecture.
Yeah, I think so.
C, a music genre. Or D, a religious movement.
Architecture.
Oh, wait, religious movement might work.
I think architecture.
It definitely Gothic architecture, but is Gothic architecture because of like monasteries and shit?
Oh, but okay, what religious movement is that? Like, because would you say religious movement?
Maybe it's like
your religion is goth,
but like no, like I feel like there might have been like some sort of like Gothic Christianity sect or something that specifically. No, let's go architecture.
I think architecture.
No, fuck that. It's architecture.
Correct.
Yeah.
I was like, I think you're just thinking of that because it's primarily on churches.
Yeah, very that. But also what I was thinking just then was when Olivia earlier said, I wouldn't think that
That hard.
And I was like,
I'm
wait,
already,
I need to stop overthinking everything and try to make it like a drama. It's architecture.
Architecture.
That was 5 out of 6.
That was 5 out of 6.
Wow.
Well
That's
done.
fab. And we were kind of close to the other one.
Yeah, it was basically the answer. You were kind of close to the other one. I was really far
You
away.
were thinking really hard.
Yeah, too hard. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
This has
It
been
was
like
fun.
absolutely fantastic to like chat and like get to know you a bit.
You too. Oh my God, I love that. Thank you for having me.
Come back to the UK.
I would love to. Oh my God, I need to come back.
Yeah, you have to.
I feel like also Canada's Drag Race is so big here.
We love it.
Like fab.
It's because it's like refreshing.
Yeah.
And it feels a bit, I feel like Canadian drag and UK drag has more overlap.
I think it does and it doesn't.
Yeah.
But UK Drag Race also is huge in Canada.
Really?
I think we just don't like America.
Yeah, that tracks. Maybe we should we do an exchange?
We
like,
should,
you come
yeah.
here and I'll go there. We'll discuss.
We'll discuss.
Yeah, we'll get there.
UK, Canada tour crossover.
Yeah.
T.
I'll swap with Kitten
Tia.
Caboodle.
Kitten Caboodle, baby.
That's me.
The oldest contestant on Drag Race.
Yeah. She, her.
Well,
That's the end.
35 in the wiki bio, honey.
Yeah.